Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a document from SmartStop Self-Storage REIT. It involves a Canadian maple bond offering, which sounds a little bit like breakfast, but it has something to do with bonds. If you've ever wondered how companies finance themselves and what that really means, stay tuned. Before we jump in, if you like getting the real story behind these corporate documents, make sure you subscribe. Also, come hang out with us on Discord. There's a link in the description. This is a Form 8K filing. Companies use this to tell investors about major events. Think of it as a corporate breaking news bulletin. It is usually filed after important events to update investors. The date on this report is June 11, 2025. That's the date of the event they are reporting on. This report is from SmartStop Self-Storage REIT, Inc. REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. These are companies that own or finance income-producing real estate. SmartStop specializes in self-storage facilities. They are in the business of renting you space for all the stuff you can't fit in your house. This section is just a formality. It is about whether the company is using this filing to also satisfy other legal requirements. It's mostly checkboxes and legal jargon, so there is nothing too exciting here. This table shows the company's stock that's registered. You can see their common stock trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SMA. This just means that if you wanted to buy a piece of this company, this is where you do it. Now we get to the heart of the matter. This part is about Regulation FD, which stands for Fair Disclosure. It's a rule that says if a company shares important information with certain people, like analysts or investors, they have to share it with everyone else at the same time. This ensures no one gets an unfair advantage. The big news here is that SmartStop Self-Storage REIT is announcing the pricing of a Canadian maple bond offering. In plain English, they're borrowing money by selling bonds in Canada. These bonds are called maple bonds because they are issued in Canadian dollars by foreign companies. This paragraph is a disclaimer. It says that the information in this report is furnished, not filed. That's a legal distinction. It means the company isn't as strictly liable for this information as it would be if it were formally filed with the SEC. It also means this information isn't automatically included in other filings. This section lists the exhibits included with the 8K. In this case, there's a press release related to the bond offering and the interactive data file. The press release would contain the details that are relevant to this filing, mainly the announcement of the bond offering. At Tollright, having looked at this report, let's put it all together. SmartStop is raising capital by selling bonds in Canada. This is pretty normal for companies that need money to grow or manage their existing debt. The fact that they're issuing these bonds in Canada as Canadian maple bonds might mean they're getting better terms there, or that they see a good market for their debt among Canadian investors. Now, let's talk about the risks and opportunities. SmartStop, like all REITs, is sensitive to interest rate changes. If interest rates go up, it becomes more expensive for them to borrow money, which could squeeze their profits. On the flip side, self-storage is generally a pretty resilient business. People always need a place to store their stuff no matter what the economy is doing. As for their strengths, SmartStop has a well-established brand and a large portfolio of properties. Their weaknesses might include their debt load and the risk that they could face increasing competition in the self-storage market. So what's the final verdict? SmartStop seems to be in a decent position. They're actively managing their finances by tapping into different markets for capital. The self-storage industry is relatively stable, but they will need to keep a close eye on interest rates and competition. Overall, they appear to be a solid player in the REIT space. Alright, that's our breakdown of SmartStop's latest filing. What do you think about this move to the Canadian market? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out our Discord channel. See you in the next video.